filling in for future vacationing. Dustin, so I'm excited to be able to help out because the pressure is not on me because I get to fill in, and so my message, more sympathy for my message. But back on May 5th, 2022, and listening to my radio station that I listen to when I'm in the road, NPR had an interview. Layla Fidel, just in case I have to give proper acknowledgement, interviewed General Jacqueline Van Ovost, head of U.S. Transportation Command, about the massive task of shipping weapons to Ukraine to help in the fight against Russia. Excellent questions that were asked, and gave a lot of insight. And you think of the logistics of not being able to get product or inventory or weapons in there, and she's in charge of this. Some special note, she's one of the few active 4-star generals that serve in our military. And I have to say she represents our nation well. Very poised when she was being interviewed, had questions, and it seemed that the interviewer was trying to get to the end, which is what I'm trying to do as well. But it was interesting just to hear the details of the logistics of it all. But in her achievement of being a 4-star general, I think there's only been 4 that are females. I'll move along to the questions that was asked that intrigued me, that I will apply to an invitation this evening. Sorry, I'm scrolling through. So the interviewer, Fidel, asked, Fadel, I know I can't let you go without speaking to you about the fact that you are one of 2 women who are 4-star generals in the Department of Defense. I mean, what is that like to be one of the 2 in 2022? Van Ovost replies with laughter, you know, I never wanted to be one of 2, but it's better than one of 1, which is where I started. And she laughs again in the article. So her answer 1, in this tough situation, in this tough answer, she still is trying to bring levity to the difficult question that she gets asked regularly, but she held her poise. But the interviewer, I just kind of felt like there was getting to another part. But again, it dawned on me when she says, well, I wasn't excited about being one of 1, but I'm more pleased that I'm one of 2. The interviewer replies, right, and then Van Ovost, but you know what an honor it is to command the men and women of the U.S. Transportation Command, and you know I've had great opportunities throughout my life. And I say to folks, if you marry up your passion and your talent, you won't work a day in your life. Everything you do will be rewarding, and the system will reward you, right? And so I've had great opportunities that I've been able to capitalize on. And here I am, sitting at the pinnacle of leadership, leading the men and women of Transportation Command, and having taken part of both Operation Allies Refuge and now this groundbreaking work with Ukraine and NATO, I just couldn't be prouder of what we do at Transportation Command in the United States for the leadership role that we've played. The interviewer, but it couldn't have been easy coming up. I mean, a little bit lonely, right? Yeah. I mean, one of 2. Yeah. And like you said, 1 at one point. You can't, so Van Ovost replies, you can't be what you can't see. When you look up and you don't see someone that looks like you, it's very hard to think that you could actually do that, right? But I tell you, we just need to show out there that, people, they can do it, right? Just because you don't see someone up there that looks like you doesn't mean you can't do it. Interviewer, General Jacqueline Van Ovost, thank you so much for speaking with us. Thanks, Layla. What struck me and makes me go into this life's lesson or this invitation encouragement is several things in her final reply. You can't be what you can't see. I'll address that. When you look up and don't see someone that looks like you, but you could actually do that, I tell you, we just need to show out there, that they can do it. So in regards to you can't be what you can't see, this is in no way a pathway of we can't see of evidences. We have a great class on Monday night. Rick is doing an outstanding job of presenting evidence. So it's not a discussion of you can't see God, so is there a God? Just nothing like that. I am convicted. I feel we are convicted, and we lead that. So it's not going there. The challenge I have for me is, am I being a visible Christian to my brothers and sisters, to the world? Not just a limit to my brothers and sisters, but if I'm to be an encouragement to those of this world to be a Christian, they can't be, at an addendum, they can't be if they can't see it. So it's a challenge to me that am I doing what I should be doing? And some in the audience may be in a valley right now. Some may feel, man, I got room for improvement. This is a time to ask for prayers. It's not purely about going forward and becoming baptized, which would be great if that's what's needed. But if you're in need of prayers and strengthening, this is a time to present that to us or to catch us afterwards so we can help you. So I challenge us, are we seeing, and what role is our most important role in our life? So some of those that are in the audience that haven't had the great examples or haven't had examples of what a Christian life is, but it's in them. You're here. You're hearing this message. You're hearing lessons. You have people at work that you see that are working and going through that. Bring them in. Bring them into God's Word. Bring them in and introduce them. It's in them. She's saying she had the drive to achieve these high accolades or these high honors in serving her country in the role and the rank that she did, and there was no example. So that's the encouragement that we can be, if we want to be Christians and we don't have it around it, God knows you. God will put a path available for you, and then we hopefully are doing our role to quickly bring you in. So I see that our challenge is to be seen and to be the examples and be Christians that we should be. And also see for those who haven't had that around that, you still can obtain heaven. You still can get to being one of God's faithful servants, and we will assist that, and we're grateful that you've made it here this far. So whatever your need may be in this audience, prayers, encouragement, to put the name of Christ on, we are here to serve, and we're here to be there for you. If it's tonight on the way home, we respond. We got so many ways of communicating. We can put it in reverse. I got a key. I'll be willing. I think other people got a key to the building. Or when Northwest Houston, we have our swimming pool. If you have the need to be baptized, we can make things happen. Just reach out to us. And we thank you for being here. If you are from the community and you haven't put the name of Christ on, we thank you and we welcome you, and we want to see you and be with you more. You strengthen us. We want to strengthen encouraging you. So if any of those apply to you, we ask that you come forward as we stand and sing.